Hello, welcome to the Conscious Spirit Podcast. I'm Pam. Mari-Lyn is still on vacation, so you have to put up with just me for another week. And then she'll be back and we'll be back to our old regular banter and whatever else we do. So today I decided to ask Spirit for a message for the collective. What could I say to all of you? What can I say to all of you? So I think what I'll do today is something that Mari-Lyn and I started doing, and that is opening space and getting you all grounded so you can really feel the message that Spirit is bringing. So let's go ahead and do that. If you are driving, please be careful. If you are someplace where sort of tuning out would not be a great idea, please be careful and don't do it. Just listen and allow Spirit to sort of shift you and guide you the way that is safe for you at the moment. So, all right. Spirit, we open this beautiful sacred space around everyone who's listening today. We call in all of our guidance to be with us, to hear what you have to say to us, the guidance, the messaging, the clarity. What is it that we all need right now? We all ask to be grounded deep into the earth. We ask for our body devas to feel safe and held by you. I ask to be the conduit through which you speak to everyone here and everyone receive their own personal messaging. I sit in gratitude for this opportunity to speak to everyone today, for Spirit to speak through me to you. I feel very blessed and honored. I set this beautiful sacred space at the vibration of love and compassion. And so it is. Okay. Whew. Excuse me. Wow. Okay. Once again, something is clearing from my fifth chakra. That happens a lot. So I think part of it too is I don't channel nearly as often as I used to. I need to ask some of my old clients and students who used to come to, those of you who've been listening for a while. And thank you, returning listeners and viewers. You might be watching this on YouTube. And welcome to anyone new. I feel very blessed to have you here. I am a channel. I had a physical space for many years, and I guided meditation three times a week, and up to 12 people. That's about all I liked, I enjoyed, because after everyone had a chance to share, if there were more people than that, it would all just be about sharing, and we wouldn't be able to get to more than one meditation. I tried to get 2, sometimes 3 meditations in a session. So anyway, so I don't think I channel as much anymore. And so I think my throat chakra is just sort of clearing out, maybe some cobwebs or something. I mean, I still do, obviously, I do all my personal sessions. Everything is so different though. So the personal healing sessions are one thing. My classes are another thing. The paranormal, excuse me, is a whole nother thing. But sitting here and just channeling messaging is very similar to channeling meditations. And I do one a week now, and I put it on this podcast on the YouTube channel, which if you haven't checked them out, please do. But I think I just don't do it as often as I did. It works a different muscle. I'm moving energy differently than usual. So I think that's why, excuse me, I tend to do this a lot. Excuse me, when I get on here and channel and I start talking to you when I do these. I'm guessing it's going to be another Pam Ponders. So anyway, welcome everyone. And let me see what the messaging is for everyone today. We're all in this beautiful sacred circle together, sharing the love and the compassion and the friendship. What's really coming through is how much chaos is going on in our lives right now. We have a lot going on, no matter where in the world you are. Certainly, some places in the world are far worse than here in the United States. There is war happening, which is never a good thing. And we hope for a peaceful resolution soon. We really do, and we hope all the innocent people are so safe. And and in this country, there's upheaval. We have, all the politicians trying to get us to hate each other. We have riots and people getting really upset over things that really we don't need to be upset over. And it's all about fear. So that's what's really coming in, is pull back from the anger, the disappointment, all of that which is in the energy of fear. As many of you know who's listened to me and to Mari-Lyn, you know that we believe in, it's really divided into two vibrations. We have love and we have fear. And all the emotions and feelings go into one or the other. And we stand right in the center. As humans, we stand on that line between love and fear. So we're not engulfed really with love unless we want to be. We have to purposefully lean into the love, lean into that high vibration, accept it, receive it, allow it to be with us. Low vibration, that fear, it grips us. And it's sticky and it's heavy and it controls us. It grabs a hold of our woundings and our trauma, our ways of thinking, and it just hangs on. For a human, because we are so, the word dense, some of us are more dense than others, but there is a denseness to our vibration. And it's so easy to be in fear. It's easy to hate. It's easy to get aggravated. It's easy to say bad things. It's easy to gossip. It's easy to drink and smoke and gamble and be codependent and try to find connection any way we can. There's so many things that are within more of the fear than in the love. We really have to work at love. And the powers that be know that. Our media, our politicians, people, entertainers, anyone that we see on a regular basis on TV, however you watch your news, or just, the cesspool TikTok, any social media, including YouTube, which, we are on, and the other outlets. We are on all the apps for podcasts. Whatever podcast app you listen to, you can find the Community Spirit podcast. And there's so much fear and hate out there. I just want to blanket you all with love. I want to blanket you all with hope, with looking forward and not looking to anyone to do it for you. That's another thing that we do, that is sort of in the human consciousness. The way to control people is to get us to hate one person and revere another. That's how we get separated, we get divided, and we get away from spirit that way. Now, when I say spirit, I mean everything in that high vibration. That's including our soul. We all have a soul, every one of us. And that soul is perpetually or consistently or continually connected to our higher self, which is in the higher realms. None of us are sent here to have a human life without backup, without help. We have guides, guardians, angels around us all of the time. Whatever our path is, we have the perfect souls, these perfect beings, these ascended masters, guides, guardians, angels, wise ones. There's all sorts of spiritual beings out there. There's also lower vibrational ones. These lower vibrational ones are, we've really seen such an uptick in the lower vibrational beings, and it's really sad. And many of us have been sort of gripped by them, whether that's earthies or anything lower. Anytime you're standing in anger, you have the opportunity for lower vibrational beings to be attracted to you and to come to you. And especially if you are, if you have activity in your home, any sort of paranormal activity, you hear Mari-Lyn and I preach about this all the time. It is not healthy for you. And I know there's some of you out there saying, but I like ghosts and I have one in the house and it doesn't bother me at all. Yes, it does. And you don't realize it. That's the point. That's the thing that happens. We don't realize it's such a slow burn. It slowly takes us deeper and deeper into feeling bad about ourselves, not feeling good. It even tricks us. Ghosts can trick us into, especially those who are codependent. Woo, that is a codependent relationship, my friend. If you have a ghost in your home and you think it wants to be there with you, or you don't know how you'd live without it, I'm sorry to tell you, but that is pretty hefty codependence. And I want you to heal. I want you to move past that. I want you to find love and joy and happiness. We've had many, oh my goodness, the emails lately, people feeling so lonely. They have activity in their home and they're feeling lonely and angry and sad and fearful and all of these things. And what can really happen if you are not strong enough within yourself, you start to believe those entities or those earthies are your friends. And you give up human friends. And you start spending all your time at home and in that energy. And it is so destructive. It's so destructive. Those of you who know, who have either been in a domestic violence relationship or know of one, you know that the perpetrator gets you away from all of your friends, sort of isolates you from family, friends, etc. That's what happens when you have activity in your home. That's what happens when you have ghosts in your home. They're not there to be your friend. They will tell you that. Some of them don't know any better. They really don't. They are living with only a part of consciousness. They're not in a body to have a brain and to be able to have a full range of emotion. They're not crossed over to where they have full consciousness and talk about a full range of emotion. They don't have any of that. So they are stuck in this sort of half-wit stage, which I'm sorry, but that's what it is. And I have a huge amount of compassion for them. Huge amount of compassion. That's part of their journey. But just like us, their journey is to heal. So part of their journey is for the human that's around them to let them go, to help them heal, to cross them over so they can get healed and find love. And that's really the message that's coming through, is love. You know, put down your swords, put down your defenses, stop being so angry and impatient. Oh my goodness, the impatience in this world right now is huge. Or the, you know, I'm not sure when words became such a weapon, but they have. Like, people, and it comes from our trauma when we are bothered by someone saying something to us that's really probably pretty tame, or maybe they didn't even mean to say it, or something, and you get really butthurt over it. You have some healing to do, my friend, and I hope you get it. We need to stand in love. We need to band together to, you know, I would encourage you all to stop listening to the news for a while. Stop, you know, get rid of, disconnect from those friends or family who are just really negative all the time, who just want to bitch and complain, or who want to argue with you or tell you that you're wrong, or especially when it comes to like politics or whatever, there's always a side to be on. Can we just drop that and just say, okay, that's just an opinion. That is not the full you. Everyone has more to them than their political opinions. Some people are so into their political opinion. Much more of them is that than should be. But let's stop fighting other people's fights and stop, you know, standing up for causes that really have nothing to do with us. Let's stand in love. Let's stand in freedom. Let's stand in the ability to think for ourselves. You know, we were given a brain for a reason. We are given free will. We always have free will. No matter what dimension we're standing in, we have free will. And we forget that. We forget that we can choose to say yes, we can choose to say no, we can choose to walk away, we can choose to stand in love instead of fear. And yes, I'm sure there's some of you saying, but this is a really good cause. I'm sure it is. But any cause that takes you down the path of anger and destruction and hate, when you hate other people, you are not doing anyone any good. So that cause, you've dropped the ball on what the cause is, or really helping with that cause. Because any cause worth fighting for is worth standing in love. We fight in love. We stand in knowing who we are. We stand in that vibration of love and compassion. That's what changes minds and hearts. It's not anger. You can come at me, screaming at me, and we get people, of course, on our channel. They don't believe in psychics. They don't believe in what we do, and they call us idiots, and we're stupid, and we're psychos, and, you know, we're liars, and we're just leading people into madness or something. I think that's so sad. That's so sad that someone would be so angry as to watch a video of ours and be so angry by the end of it that they would leave that comment or send us an email belittling us and telling us how wrong and stupid and horrible we are. Why aren't you just out living your life? Why are you not just standing in love and saying, oh, okay, well, I don't really believe in this, so I'm just going to switch off and I'm going to go find some YouTube channels that I like watching, that put me in a better mood, that get me happy. I would also say those people who say nasty things, and it's not just to me, anyone who's on social media knows what it's like to have someone like sort of come after you and say nasty things or mean things. And I just think, how sad for you How sad that you are so lonely that you are going to feel connected to someone that you don't even know, someone who you don't agree with, and you want connection with someone so badly, you say something really nasty to them to hurt them with the express belief that you're going to hurt them, or that's your purpose. Express purpose is to actually hurt them. That's so sad. What a sad life. Sometimes we can say things that hurt people, sure, but what is the intention behind it? Is that person intending to be mean and throw those daggers at you, throw that negative energy at you, that fear? It all comes from fear. That happens a lot. And I'm so sad. I hope that any of you, if you have done that, if you've left messages or sent emails and you're angry, or let's say you're in customer service and you yell at someone or whatever it is, you sort of lose yourself in that vibration of fear and you lash out. I hope you can make amends with those people. Even if it's not, you'll know. If we can actually get to that person and say our apologies to that person, that's wonderful. Sometimes that's not possible, but at least to make amends with yourself and around that situation and come to terms with it and get clarity on why you chose to do that. Usually there's some wounding there that needs to be healed. I hope you do that. I hope you are in a space where you decide that love is really the answer and not the fear and not the hate. Put your weapons down, and your tongue can be a weapon too. You can say really nasty things to people. Again, sometimes we say things and we're not meaning to be mean. That's the way it comes out. Other times we do really mean it. I want to hurt you because you hurt me, or you said something so offensive that I have to say something back to you, which on social media seems to happen a lot, right? Like, that's so bizarre. We don't get nearly what some other people do, and it's crazy. We have, friends who have YouTube channels as well, and woof, the hate they get. Unbelievable. And here they're the nicest people, and they're just putting out their content, minding their own damn business, and they get blindsided with such ugliness sometimes. I do think sometimes it's also, jealousy, or people that want to do something and don't. Like, imagine, Mari-Lyn and I, the only videos we do now are clearing videos. So we're helping people all the time, and we put those beautiful healings on our YouTube channel, and people will still find something nasty to say. And Mari-Lyn and I just kind of look at each other. It's like, what? How could you possibly? Here we are helping people, and these people are so grateful and beautiful. All of our clients are so beautiful, and someone has to find something within that to say something nasty. And it's just so sad. It's so sad that we are so, I don't know if that person or those people are jealous. They're certainly lonely. They've certainly given in to the anger and the fear, and they are not maybe at a place in their life that they want to be at. They're not, I don't know. They're not successful, and whatever successful means to them. Everyone has a different view of what success is. We can all sort of classify that differently. I know I've talked about this on the podcast before today. What is your idea of success? And how do you stay confident and stay in a place of love and continue on? And it really comes down to not listening to other people. If you're on And we got to this trap too with when we were doing reaction videos. We did them for a long time, and we were reacting to like ghost hunters. And it got to the point where we felt like we were just like we were becoming part of the problem. We you know, it was all about the likes and how many subs we had and the comments and everything. And yes, we love our beautiful viewers, these loving people who enjoyed what we do and they learned a lot. And that's, you know, why we did it, was to teach. But we got so bored with it and we found ourselves just doing it for the wrong reasons. And that's when we went, you know what? We really need to figure out a way. We do healings on homes. We do clearings, healings. We do them weekly, all the time. And we decided we have to figure out a way to get those on our channel. That's what we want to show people. That's what's important to us. And, you know, we lost some people because they don't want to see us if we're not doing reaction videos. Sorry, that's just not. I know that they learned a lot, and they always say beautiful things to us. You know, they'll say, I really liked when you did the reaction videos. I learned so much. I'm so sorry you're not doing them anymore. However, if those same people would give the clearings a chance, you're going to learn a lot more. There's a lot going on in those clearings, and we talk about it and we do the clearing. We also know, because we hear from them, there are people who consider themselves to be professional paranormal mediums, or they work with the paranormal and they watch our videos to try to learn. Those are not that type of learning video at all. It's learning for information, but not learning to do the work. That we teach privately in our private classes, and we have some beautiful students, very advanced students that are really good at it. But it takes practice and it takes a good teacher. I like to think I'm a good teacher, but just watching our videos, you're not going to learn all that from. You're not. And I know some of you think you do, and you go out there and we get emails. I do exactly what you do and blah, blah, blah. And I was, no, you don't. Sorry. You just don't. And it's because of the years of experience. One of the beautiful things, those of you, no matter if you're a psychic, some type of healer, whatever you're doing, if you are in really any kind of business, whatever you do in your life, it doesn't have to be in the psychic realm, whatever you're doing in your life, and you've done it for a long time, you have gotten to where you are, not just because you keep showing up every day, but it's because you continue to learn. And everything we learn builds on each other, right? And it builds up, builds up. There are people who have amazing jobs, and they've been doing it for years and years and years. I can't just, I mean, who the hell am I to assume that I can just walk in and do your job out of nowhere? It's like, what? What are you even talking about? That's just not the way it works. The longer you've been doing something, the more wisdom you have, the better at it, and the way it builds on itself. So anyway, how did I get running down that path? I don't know. But all of you who know me know that I sort of go off on these weird tangents. Anyway, that's what happens when I'm just sitting here talking to myself, is basically what I'm doing. So let's get back to the message for today. Please stand in love. Please start to, ooh, the word eradicate just came in. Eradicate people in your life whom are not there for your highest good. And that's how you know. You know, if your social media pisses you off or makes you depressed, it's probably not a good thing. I don't have a Facebook. We do have a TCS Facebook page, which I do not take care of. Mari-Lyn does, and I thank her very much for that. Also the Instagram, she does that as well. We talk about everything. I mean, I know everything that comes in, but I just don't like to be on social media. I don't care for it. I don't care for the phony balonies out there. How many times have we, oh, my husband is so wonderful, or my boyfriend, or whatever, everything is wonderful, and they go on and they're like kissy, 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 smoochy, 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 and it's just gross, and you're like, oh my God, and then a week later they broke up because the guy's an asshole and whatever. You always know that's coming. You always know when a breakup is coming when you start seeing all these posts about how wonderful their partner is. It's so funny. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's so transparent. It's so transparent that that person is trying to find worth in what other people have to say. Because it's not enough to just say, I have this wonderful partner and blah, 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 but they go back and they check for how many likes did I get? How many comments did I get? How many whatever? How many people saw this? Because I want to be seen. That's a big part of it, is people want to be seen. They want to be heard. And I understand that. I do. I challenge all of you to find a healthier way to be seen. First of all, it starts inside. It starts with your worth and knowing that you have value. And that is something that we're working on just collectively and personally. None of us come into this human life unscathed. None of us grow up unscathed. None of us grow up whatever perfect is. You've heard us talk about perfection. We all have to work on it. Is our soul perfect? Hell yes. Spirit doesn't make mistakes. But we don't come into this life to be perfect. That's bull crap. It's not, none of us are, on a scale from 1 to 10, we're all 7s. And I'm sorry to tell you that, but even those people, even the Kardashians, who seem to be so beloved, and all the plastic surgeries and all the lies and the grossness that the Kardashians are, they try to portray themselves, physically just perfect, and somehow that makes them better than everyone else. Sorry, not happening. Nope, you're a 7. Sorry, we all are. And we're all here to heal. We're all here to evolve and to find ourselves. And part of finding yourself is truly shining from within, and truly, it's not caring about what other people think, because we're all going to care at some point what someone thinks or what other people think. It's really about not taking their word over your own, not taking their word over spirit. So if spirit is standing with you, as spirit does, we all have guides with us, and our guide is standing there saying, you're beautiful just the way you are. And you have someone walk up to you and say, ew, you're not very pretty. Who are you going to listen to? Well, we're human. We usually listen to that other human, right? Unfortunately, we need to be listening to spirit. That is really our guides, our higher self, our soul. Everything is connected. Everything is here for our highest good, for you personally. So turning inward and listening to those voices of how beautiful we are, how much we have to offer, what our value is, what our worth is. That's what we're striving for. We're striving to feel that and to know that. And my husband every day tells me that I'm beautiful and that he loves me every single day. And no, we're not going to like divorce next week. I know I just talked about that. I don't normally say that stuff on on social media or whatever. But I still, because I'm human, I would still listen to someone. I want to hear that, but I still need to listen to my guidance instead. He says that, and I love him, and I love that he says that, and I love the way that he feels that way about me. And that's really beautiful. Yet that can't be all there is. I have to really feel that and believe that within myself. I have to know that I have worth. And I can't let him decide who I am. I share my life with him, but he is not my life, nor am I his life. But yes, we share our life together, and we, sort of, we co-create together, and we have children, and he and I are very good friends. And I just have to know, I spent many years of my life always looking to him and other people for my happiness. It wasn't really until I embraced spirit and I really started healing that I went, wait a minute, I need to embrace myself first. And when I embrace myself first, I know my worth. I know that I have value. When he says that to me, it's so much nicer than when I didn't feel that about myself. And he would say it and I just kind of go, whatever, you're weird. I hope that all made sense to you. So even if the people in your life are saying beautiful things to you, which I hope they are, and those are people that you should have around you, but it needs to be felt on a soul level for yourself to really appreciate that and really to understand it. And there was a time, again, when I sort of put all my eggs in one basket and that was it, and I looked to him for everything, and that I was not a very happy person because I didn't believe that. And with all the healing, I mean, one layer at a time, I'm healing, but I'm getting there. And I hope all of you are too. And you are learning to love yourself and learning that you have value. You do have value. And that does not come from how many friends you have on Facebook, how many subscribers you have on YouTube, how many whatever on any of your social media, how many people you have watching you, how many thumbs up, how many comments, how many of that does not decide who you are. You decide who you are. And that other stuff doesn't matter. Mari-Lyn and I, we put those videos on YouTube of our clearings because we want to share that with people. We want people to be happy. We always feel so fortunate, and like really we pinch ourselves like, wow, we're really helping people all the time. People email us because they want help. How amazing is that? Seriously, it's amazing. So amazing. That's what keeps us going. It doesn't matter how many subscribers we have, though we love you and please subscribe. When you subscribe more and you like and you share and you comment, that gets us out there more to find more people. And that's why we want you to do it. We're not asking you to do it because we feel unworthy and that's the only way that we're going to find worth in ourselves. That's not how it works for us. That's not how it works. We want you to do that because we want the right people to find us so they can ask for help and we can help them. Anyway, I hope this podcast brought something to you today. I hope that you can start eradicating some of those people in your life who just are not there for your highest good. When you have a friend Why are you their friend? I'm going to ask you that. That's a good question. Why are you their friend? Why do you have this person in your life? Why? That's a good question. That's where to start. Is it out of obligation? Because, oh, I've just known them for a long time, or it's so and so's friend, so I kind of have to put up with them, or whatever it is. Like, ask yourself, or what they can give to you. Why are you there? Do they need you? Does it give you a sense of belonging? Like, well, they always need my help. That's not a good reason either. So really ask yourself, why are these people in your life? What do they do for you? Do they strengthen your resolve to be a better human? Do they support you healing and getting better? That's something that happens a lot. You'll find out who your friends are when the chips are down and you need help, all of a sudden they scurry like cockroaches, right? Or when you begin to heal and you start getting healthier, all of a sudden they get mad at you and they don't want to be around you anymore. Yeah, you find out who your friends are when the chips are down or when you're gathering up your own chips and you're getting your shit together. You'll find out who your real friends are. And we all have very few when it comes down to it. Okay. Wow. Thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate you so much. I hope you heard your own messaging from Spirit come through to you. Please let me know. Send an email. tcseverydayspsychics.com is the website. You can find out all about us and the services we provide. If you're watching this on YouTube, well, of course, it's the same website address. Leave a comment and share with us. We love hearing your stories. And yes, when you subscribe and you like and you comment, that helps change the algorithms to get us out there more. And we really do want to help people, especially in the past 50 years or so. Ghost hunting, it just sort of took off, and now people think it's really cool. Ghost hunting is so cool and it's exciting and it's $1 billion business, and we're trying to butt up against that and say, that's not right. You're hurting people. These people deserve to get healing. All of these souls, no matter what dimension they're in, they deserve better. So it's an uphill climb. It's an uphill battle, what we're doing. But we're doing it one beautiful client at a time. And because of all of you watching and listening to us, we thank you so very much. Mari-Lyn will be back next week. I have no idea what we're going to talk about. It'll be so nice to have her back. She has been clear across the country. So I look forward to having my bestie back with me. And I mean, we talk almost every day. Not a lot of talk, just kind of like little texts here and there. We keep in touch, I guess. I don't know what you would call it, because she's on vacation. She's doing some family stuff and having a great time. So anyway, thank you all so very, very much for tuning in. When you click off of this video, space will close for you. And I ask that your vibrations stay in a high frequency, but you disconnect from this sacred circle and you disconnect from everyone here. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.